The only people who think that are people who identify with Antifa and are absolutely hostile to the
Are you
nap.
saying that I identify with Antifa?
Well, you identify with people like Kyle Davis, who is certainly not doing very nice things to our party infrastructure, in my opinion.
What are you saying that he's Antifa?
He identifies as being anti-fascist, though most Antifa members will deny being a member of a group called Antifa. They will identify usually as being part of that ideological spectrum, and they will generally support those movements. And the problem that I have with them is, there's lots of good anti-state movements out there, but if they embrace violence and um, you
Which
know,
Kyle does not do. Kyle is a
uh,
libertarian. He abides by the NAP. I don't. You're just
no,
making things up about him.
he wants to change the
So
nap, and he and Amanda both want to change the nap to allow for defensive, like organized institutional violence for
Where
political
it's
reasons.
there's a Torch article by Amanda Griffiths. I don't have the link right off the top of my head, but yes,
It's on our
Amanda
website too.
specifically is on record stating that.
So
Now,
so.
whether or not you think Kyle agrees with her statement does not change the
principle,
fact that
I think
Amanda said it herself.
I
When
think there's a misunderstanding here. There's some conflation here, it sounds like, between the non-aggression principle and the Nolan Pledge, which are different things.
It's not
Like the
it's
Nolan
not
Pledge
a
is basically like,
misunderstanding. It's not a misunderstanding. I've talked at length with Mr. Davis about this. Okay. He believes that we should go and show up armed at these anti-ICE protests, for instance, and that while we wouldn't initially start shooting, that we would be justified to respond to the predictable violence with organized violence of our own. He says this in no unambiguous terms.
he does have
And
Second Amendment rights.
well, while that's true, showing up armed at a protest where you know that you will have, the barest justification to use it is not just profoundly irresponsible, but not activities that are consistent with a political mission.
I've
That's
been
an
to multiple
insurgency.
protests
We
where
fight for
people are
people's
armed.
rights.
however, have you
We fight
like
for people's rights. We fight for people's rights to do so. But the way that
I
we
know
fight has to be tactically sound. So if you get your entire movement killed as
Well, that's up
insurgents
to
and
him.
start a
That's not up to
war,
you. It's
no,
up to him on
it
how
is.
he wants to be tactical and where he wants to carry his firearm. That's not up to
I'm a
you.
I'm a
If
director of the corporation.
If Kyle is encouraging libertarians as a whole to do that, that is tactfully unsound strategy that Mr. Martin should express concern over.
And on top of that, I'll just add for those who are worried about my lack of fire on this. If he was saying the same thing about press gangs running around in the towns, right? I would actually totally agree that we should be showing up to those and fully resisting with all fire and all means necessary. But I still wouldn't make that a political point of rally because it would destroy the movement, right? Even if I totally agreed with Mr. Davis's sentiments, we have a responsibility to lead as libertarians and not let our passions derail our whole movement.
Okay, Austin, do you want to tell me about the post that you made on Facebook where you say reporting posts in an uncensored group is fake and gay, and then you reported your own post? Do you want